This video is sponsored by Eneba.com, the digital gaming marketplace with over 20,000 digital products across PC and consoles. Eneba.com has great deals on new and old titles, and it has an excellent Trustpilot score, so you can rest assured your gaming will continue without a hitch. Eneba.com believes that customers shouldn't worry if their code doesn't work. They offer 24/7 live support to clear any concerns you may have. Use the code OLDGAMING for a further discount. Now on to the video.
Hi everyone, today I'm playing Dragon's Crown on my PS Vita. So you guys may remember that I've been putting together a series of manuals for different Vita games, and I'm currently working on the manual for Dragon's Crown, and so I've been playing it again, and this game is just brilliant. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to do one of the manuals on this game, just because I love it so much. So I thought I'd do a little video just talking about it, and if you haven't played it, which you really should, then I can just sort of explain a little bit about it and why it's just so good. So in this game, it's a very sort of fantasy setting, and you play as one of 6 characters. You can choose which character you want to be. So you can be an elf, a wizard, a sorceress, you can be a warrior, or you can be a dwarf or an Amazon. And you choose one of those characters, and basically you need to go through 9 levels and obtain these gems in order to unlock and battle with the ancient dragon to obtain the Dragon's Crown, which is wanted by some evil sorcerers who want to take control of the ancient dragon. And so I've chosen an elf, so my character is the one on the that's jumping right now on the screen. I find the elf is really good, actually. She's very fast, very sort of agile in terms of being able to dodge and get away from danger, which is really, really useful. And just I quite like her arrows and kind of the different powers that she has. And so in this game, basically, it is a little bit repetitive. That's one of the kind of criticisms I have of it. You need to fight through these 9 levels, and when you fight through them first time, you'll probably have a path. You have a path to choose from each level. So you can see here I'm going to be offered a path of one of two routes in each level, and Path A is the easy path, which is what you'll be taking when you first start out the game. So for every level, you'll be taking Path A, and you'll be fighting those bosses. So the boss Golem is the easy boss. And then as you level up, as you get stronger, you'll then take Path B, which will take you to the strong bosses. And it's those strong bosses on Path B, that's the path where you can get the gems in order to unlock the ancient dragon. So I'm taking Path B right now. So this game, I've had it, I bought it when it came out physically, so originally it didn't come out at the same time in Europe as it did in other places, and so I actually imported this game, and then it actually did come out in Europe, so that was a bit annoying that I paid extra money to import it. But I imported it, and then it was also available on PS Plus, which has been great because I've had it on my Vita ever since then, and I've just kind of never removed it, just because it's one of these games I just really love, and I do want to kind of platinum it one day. So I was looking at my the amount of time played so far. I've played for 45 hours nearly, and I'm on Infernal difficulty, which is the final difficulty, and basically you need to finish the game on Normal, Hard, and Infernal, and so I need to finish it on Infernal difficulty, and then there's a few other trophies I need to mop up, but this is probably one of the trickier ones, just to kind of get it finished on Infernal, so that once you do that, then I think the rest of the trophies are pretty straightforward to mop up, which is good. So what I need to do right now, I've got actually most of the gems. I think there's only 3 more left to grab. So once I've got those gems, I'll fight the Infernal Dragon, and I will get that gold trophy for managing to finish it on Infernal. The gameplay of this game is just brilliant. It's really fun and fast moving. Even with the slower characters, it is a really great game. There's lots of things in the level as well you need to think about and be aware of. So you can see there I picked up a pile of bones. So you have a party of characters that join you as you play. And you can resurrect characters basically from the bones that you pick up. So if you'll collect bones, and then at in the town you'll go to the temple and you can resurrect that hero to basically join you in your team later on. And so it really varies in terms of the strength of some of those heroes that you find, and you'll make a decision as you play whether you want to take on one hero if they're, say, level. In this case, I've got my heroes are kind of, my party members are about level 80 or so. So you'll decide, okay, do I want to take on somebody who's level 81 but he's got really good gear, or do I want to take someone on who's level 84 and just a lot tougher and probably more capable? So there's a few decisions you need to make as you play the game. There's loads of loot and gear as well that you'll be collecting. So whenever you open those treasure chests that you may saw, those treasure chests contain either weapons or accessories or armor, and so that again you'll be making a decision whether you want to keep those armors, use them, or sell them. But it's like between each playthrough you'll normally have about 10-15 minutes just kind of like organizing your character and doing everything you need to do just to make sure you're ready for the next run. And each run can take quite a while. So between so this is one of the levels, and when you finish it, you can choose whether you want to continue playing or whether you want to abandon the quest and go back to the town. And if you do choose to continue, then you'll get bonuses for continuing. So you may get a bonus for like extra score or extra kind of treasure that you'd receive. You get little bonuses for continuing. There's also another advantage. Between certain levels, when you finish certain levels, you unlock this kind of cooking minigame, where basically you need to cook different foods for your party, and it gives them bonuses for the next level as well. Which again is quite useful and fun, and it's one of the trophies that I still need to work on. It's a tricky one. You need to have cooked every single meal, and I'm definitely not there yet with that one. The score system is actually really important in this game. So a lot of times when I'm playing a game, I'll kind of ignore the score because it doesn't always feel that relevant. But your experience and how much experience you have at the end of your run when you're heading back to town depends on your score. So it's actually important in this game where you need to try and rack up that score. And so what you'll see is there's treasure that always falls on the floor, and actually there's areas of the screen which are kind of glowing, these little glowing shiny dots. And those are treasure as well that you can grab, and I'll show you how in a second. If I can, I'll try and find an area where there's not too many enemies, if I can see it. But when you touch, you can see the little kind of hand cursor moving around the screen. I'm doing that with the right analog stick. When you use the right analog stick and you touch the screen on a little glowing thing, it basically like drops some treasure. And so you also want to make sure that the treasure is something that you pick up, rather than one of your party members, because when they pick it up, they give you less points than you would get if you pick it up. So it's one of those things that you need to kind of be aware of, and try and make sure that you're the one who's picking up the treasure, not them. So I am playing on Infernal difficulty, and actually I'm under leveled for a boss that's going to be coming up. This isn't the end of level boss, even though he looks pretty intimidating. The graphics of this game are just awesome. They really are. Really just love the graphics. Some of the best on the Vita in my opinion. So okay, managed to defeat that guy. And now I'm going to be heading to the actual boss shortly. So let me see if I can find that glowing area on the screen that I can show you guys. There's so many different enemies and traps, but like I said, the one thing about this game is it does feel repetitive, because you will be playing these same levels again and again and again, especially those kind of early levels, the A routes that I mentioned, because you need to level up your character enough to actually then take on the B routes, and it just takes a while before you really are strong enough. And you may be replaying sort of the B routes as well, of course, but there's just a lot of replaying to manage to eventually get to the point where you can actually fight all these guys. And then even when you've got all the gems, even when you've beaten all the B routes, oh by the way, that's a little glowy thing at the top. Then even when you beat the B route, then you have to fight the ancient dragon, and he's pretty tough as well. If you go in under level, then you'll really struggle. You can see at the top of the screen as well, guys. So one of my party members is dead right now. Actually, two of them are dead right now, and I can resurrect them if I spend 10,500 gold. I don't want to do that because that's quite a lot of money in terms relative to the game. So the amount you have to spend to resurrect them goes up. So originally it starts around 3,000, and then it goes to 10,000 or 7,000, and it goes up and up each time. So you know, it's only when you really, really need it, then I would resurrect one of the characters at that kind of higher value. You do have party members that drop back in as well. So even though these guys, those party members are now gone, I'm not going to be able to resurrect them again. They won't come back now. But even though I've lost them, I may get another party member kind of coming back later on. You may have seen over there as well, there was kind of a glyph on the wall, and there's kind of glyphs on the screen. Those are to cast spells, which can have different effects. It may give you an extra treasure chest or a weapon stash, or it may open up a secret door. There's different things that could happen when you activate one of those glyphs. So the thing with the elf is that the most powerful shot from this character is when you hold down circle and let it charge. And so you know, it's best to kind of wait and hold down circle and let it charge. She's also really, like I said, really agile. So you can use kind of her double jump and her that was painful. You can use her double jump to kind of get into the air, shoot off a couple of arrows, then you can dodge or somersault in the air, shoot another couple of arrows. So you know, she's quite good at kind of staying aerial and managing to get a few powerful hits on enemies without them being able to actually attack you because you're so far off the ground. The traps in the ceiling are a little bit of a worry over here. So with the elf as well, so you've got a certain number of arrows. You can see above her head it says 6 out of 26 or 7 out of 25. Sorry now, but you can recharge those arrows by doing melee attacks. So by doing a few melee attacks, then suddenly I'll get a few more arrows dropped on the floor. And so you got to kind of balance between doing melee attacks to kind of get arrows, but also using the arrows themselves, because that's really where the power lies in terms of her attacks. So I'm going to use the glyphs on the wall to get a spell. And you guys may have seen there was another little glowy thing at the top. Some of those little glowy spots with treasure also give you like a load of treasure, but you know, that doesn't happen too often. You got to be kind of lucky to get that. So I think I'm at the end boss. There we go. This is the Archdemon. So you can see what I've tried to do with the elf is attack, jump, dodge, and then use one of my powerful arrows, charge up the arrows to attack. I'm also going to use one of my spells, which is Storm Ring. You've got different spells as well that you can buy in the shops in town. So I need to do a little bit of melee attacking just to kind of get some more arrows. And now I can jump in the sky. It's kind of hard to see because I'm hidden behind the wing of that guy. But from the sky, I'm shooting off arrows. So it looks like one of my party members has died. You can see at the top right. It cost 10,100 to resurrect her. Oh, I need to get some more arrows again. Let me do that. So you can see there, guys, I did a melee attack and now I've got extra 5 arrows. There we go. If I get a few more arrows, then I can start attacking again with my bow. That's fine. I'm not sure I'm leveled up enough to actually beat him, but let's give it a go. So I do want to resurrect the dwarf. That was my party member because he only needed 3,800 to resurrect him, which I'm fine with. It's when it gets to 10,000, that's when I'm a bit more hesitant to resurrect. Taking down half his health. The problem with the B route is, for some of the bosses, you've got a set time limit to beat them in as well, which makes it trickier because you have to not only beat them, but you've got to beat them in this specific time limit, which can make it really tricky. if you guys have played Golden Axe when you were younger, that was an old arcade game. I used to play that in the arcade loads. I loved that game. It was also on the Sega Mega Drive or Genesis. This Dragon's Crown really sort of reminds me of Golden Axe in terms of kind of the scrolling beat 'em up side of it. It feels in some ways like an old school beat 'em up, but with sort of lots of modern aspects to it, and just kind of a great, a good length to this game. This will keep you busy for so long. There's so much to do in this game. I'm in big trouble actually. These little guys are really okay. I'm going to bring the dwarf back again. And, okay. I don't think I've got very long now to actually beat him, so I need to really just kind of like concentrate on him, but his little minions are really painful. Come on! Oh, he's eating me right now. That's another problem with this guy. When you're too close to him, he will try and eat you. Need a few more arrows. We're so close. No! He moved away from me. Come on, come on. We're so close. Oh, yes, we did it. Whew. I think that was the dwarf that got that final hit. So that's the Archdemon gun. So let me show you guys. So I've got the blue talisman. That's that gem I mentioned to unlock the ancient dragon. And so on this screen, you can choose continue adventure, or you can go back to town. So I'll continue the adventure. And let's see where I am now.
These are the ruins of the ancient capital city.
So I'm in another place. So after that level, I didn't get the chance to have the kind of campfire and cook food, but that's fine. It's quite a fun little mini game anyway. But it's one of these games where I do recommend you try and play it online with people, because the computer controlled allies are fine, but they're not great. They can be a little bit rubbish. I wanted to try and show you guys. There we go. You can actually ride some of these creatures. So let me ride this saber-toothed tiger. What is hitting me? Oh, okay. Alright, he's decided to ride it. Great. Those little trolls are really painful. Alright, good, they're dead. So we lost the saber-toothed tiger. I wanted to show you that, unfortunately, but that's okay. So there's another glyph here, and it's GWS, Generate Weapon Stash. So as you play the game, you'll kind of learn the glyphs and kind of what each spell does. But like I said, guys, I really recommend this game. I think it's just brilliant. It is the one downside is it's repetitive, but there's just so much to do. Like I said, 44 hours. I still need to do a little bit more before I can get the platinum, but I think this game is just brilliant. So I think, guys, I'm going to end the video there. Hopefully I've given you a nice little overview of Dragon's Crown. Really, really good game. Really fun in terms of the gameplay. Brilliant multiplayer if you can find people online to play with. And, the Vita version actually plays with the PS4 and the PS3 versions. So hopefully you'll be able to find lots of people online. I haven't actually tried it this time, actually, since starting playing again. But it's a great game. Really, really great game, guys. I recommend it. There's so much more to it. I've only kind of scratched the surface. There's quests and various other aspects and lots of bosses. Grab it. It's awesome. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments, have you played Dragon's Crown? What do you think of it? And thank you, everybody, for watching.